Southern Counties Radio. Now, earlier on this month, we heard from two sisters, one from Sussex and one from Surrey, who are both trying to lose weight by different methods. Jane Cridland from Chelsea has had a gastric bypass, but her sister, Lisa Sampson from Woking, was refused surgery by her NHS and has joined a programme called Fact Factor and has joined me this morning in our Guildford studio. Hi there, Lisa.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. It's awful to be defined by your size and your weight, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but you kind of get used to it after a little while, so...
Yeah, well, we've all got to latch onto something in life, haven't we?
Yes.
With me, it's my baldness and big nose, and with you, what is your weight now? Can I ask you, am I allowed to do that?
Yes, you are. I mean, I've actually lost 11 pounds with this weight loss programme, so it's just over 25 stone now. So.
Okay, all right. You're a big girl then, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And you didn't go down the same route, not by choice, as your sister Jane, I believe.
No, that's right, no. The NHS actually initially refused me. They are reviewing it, and they've actually granted me the funding now. So I'm just waiting for the appointment. But initially they did refuse me.
Talk me through the Fat Factor.
Basically, what it is you go along with Jodie and Natasha, and they do the metabolic type for your diet for your metabolic type, and along with that you also do fitness as well. So it's like a combination of proper diet for your metabolic type as well as a fitness to go with it. So
basically, if we ate less and moved around a bit more, we'd be okay, wouldn't we?
I don't think it's not quite as simple as that. You do need to exercise, but also you need to realise what food you need to eat according to your metabolic type. So you might need to eat more protein, you may need to eat more carbohydrates, or you may need to eat an equal portion of two. So, and that's what they do. They actually work with you to work out your metabolic type.
I don't think I was suggesting it was simple, because easier said than done comes to mind.
Yeah.
And we all know what we should be doing, don't we?
Oh yes, but sometimes things in life happen, and you don't always do what you should.
Is the safety in numbers when you've got other people helping you?
It's nice that everybody starts at the same time, so you sort of don't feel like you can join these other slimming clubs, and you kind of feel like there's little cliques, and you don't know quite where you fit in. Whereas this, you're all aiming towards the same thing. You're all starting at the same time. It's great. It's all encouragement.
See, I'd be tempted to go and stand by somebody who was heavier than me, just to make me feel better to start with.
Yeah, I have that problem of not actually finding people that are heavier than me.
Do people think you're deaf as well in the street?
They think I'm stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're not, are you? I mean, I can tell that from your demeanour. Yeah. You aren't stupid.
No.
You're a bit like me. I'm not stupid, but I may have done stupid things in my life.
Exactly, yes.
Can you remember when it started, when you realised, because weight does creep up on you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You don't wake up one morning big.
No, that's right. I mean, it's easy. You just sort of think, oh, I'll get something bigger, you buy a bigger size. I think, it started creeping on when I was about 18. I had a daughter who's disabled, and you just kind of eat what you can and on the run. And it wasn't really until sort of, you get to a size of, when you're in a size sort of 28 clothes, you think, oh dear, you can't walk up the stairs without getting out of breath. But then you just kind of live with it, and then you get to an age, I think, where you think, I need to do something about this, because I'm going to sort of, end up dying.
George, but before that, is there a sort of almost a sort of phase where you go through where you go, oh, blow this, I'm not going to lose any weight, I'm happy the way I am?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, you do. You tend to sort of just accept yourself the way you are, and just get on with life, and you just think, oh well, it's too hard to lose weight, I'm not going to do this. And then, like I say, you get to an age where you realise actually it's important for my health that I actually lose weight.
What's the nastiest somebody's been to you? Can you remember?
I've had lots of people laughing at me, and poking fun and laughing.
And they presume because you're big, you're jolly, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And actually, I've got quite an outgoing personality, but they don't. They think you're sort of, with this bigness, it shields all your feelings. They don't think you feel anything, and they also think you, like you say, you're blind and deaf, and you don't see them laughing and joking and being horrible, and so.
One day they don't realise it's most probably going to happen to them.
Well, it can do, yeah, exactly, and you just don't know what's around the corner in life. So luckily I've got a lot of close friends and a good family, so I don't really let these people sort of get to me, really.
Do the TV shows, the makeover shows like the Fat Factor, do you think they're helping these days?
The Fat Factor, I have to say, I've been on every kind of diet going, and this has probably been the best diet with the better results and the more realistic goals that I've ever been on. I do think they help. I think the makeover programmes, can be quite, disheartening for bigger people. Then when they do the plus sizes, it sort of goes up to an 18, and really there's quite a lot of people.
Yes, I often think that when watching Gordon Ramsay, if you're running a rubbish restaurant and you know you're losing money and you see him turn a restaurant round in an hour, it must be like that with slimming. You know, you see people over a course of a couple of weeks lose about 4 stone. You think there's no way I can do that in a couple of weeks.
Yes, yeah, you know, the reality of it is that you just think, you know, if I do that in a couple of weeks, 9 times out of 10 you're going to sort of put it straight back on again anyway.
Do you and Jane get competitive?
In a friendly way, I think.
Yeah. Good.
It's quite healthy competition, you know.
Yeah, and the Fat Factor website, that's up and running. I was just looking at it a moment ago.
Yes.
Is that good to be able to sort of log on regularly throughout the day just to give yourself an impetus?
Yes, it is. It's really good. I mean, the support network with the Fat Factor is brilliant. You know, obviously you've got the website, you've got the support of Jodie and Natasha, who are the founders of it, and also I've got the support of a personal trainer, because that is part of it, that you get your personal trainer twice a week.
Don't you find Jodie a bit intimidating? I mean, he must have lost 16 stone by now.
Yes,
I mean, that's 2 people in some countries, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
It's like losing a couple of mates.
Yeah, I think he's brilliant. He's absolutely fantastic. He's so realistic with, you know, obviously being as big, and he's been big, so he's really realistic about what I can and can't do as far as the gym's concerned. You know, he doesn't sort of come in there and say, right, now you can do this. He knows that how difficult it is to exercise when you're this big, and he sort of caters for that and works out a program with your gym instructor with that. So
I know it's one step at a time. It's like lots of things in life, you know, big journey starts with one step.
Yes.
So what's your next step? What's your next goal?
Well, I'm hoping this week, I get weighed tonight, I'm hoping that I've lost another 3 pounds, so I've lost a stone in 2 weeks. That'd be great. And then just to keep going, really, just to keep going, and, you know, eventually get all my weight off and get fit with it. So
we'll do catch up in a couple of months' time again, okay?
That'd be fantastic.
And love to Jane as well, all right?
Thank you very much.
God bless you, thank you so very much. Lisa Sampson there from Woking, you heard her story. The website is fatfactor.co.uk. I'd like your slimming stories. How well have you done? Why don't you sign on? I know that they do it they have the Fat Club, don't they, on a Friday afternoon here, Alison Ferns and the gang. So I'd just like to hear from you with your stories, your stories of diets that do and don't work. 08459 570057.
BBC Southern Counties Radio Travel.
And starting with the motorway.